Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the best lineups on Bind for Sova's Vision Arrow. I'm going to be explaining several potential scenarios, executions, some plays, mostly executions, but it took me a very long time to figure out these lineups, and I'm super excited to show you guys what I found, so let's jump right into it. For the first arrow, these two arrows hit about the same spot. For the first one, so this is for like an A execution, and what you're going to want to do for this lineup is line up the edge of this window with the very corner of this ledge. So you're going to want to bring it straight up to here around, do one charge, no bounce, and it's going to hit right around here. And since this is about the same thing as my second lineup, I'm not going to explain it quite yet. I'll do it after this lineup. So you're going to want to line up this leaf up to this first ledge or rigid. So bring it up here. One charge, or actually, my bad. No charge. You're just going to want to tap it. And it'll land right here. So both of these do about the same thing. It exposes inside of U-hauls, or not inside, but right outside of U-hauls. It exposes these corners. It exposes anything under here. Exposes anything in front of this wall. It also, let me show you. It also, even the bottom one, exposes up to this corner, which is very useful, since if you're splitting A, it actually reveals people sitting and camping on this bench, trying to wait for the shower push. So with this arrow, or even this one, it's the same thing.
Revealing area.
See, it does reach the wall as well. With these arrows, you're gonna want to execute A with 2 smokes or 3 smokes, depending on what you want. So you could smoke inside U-hauls off. You could smoke these 2 off. These are very good smokes. But even with smoking these off, you do have to worry about heaven, the potential that someone is up here on this van or whatever this vehicle is, because this is a very common off angle. And once you have these smoked off, you're gonna need someone watching the smokes, and you're gonna have a planter. So let's say I'm planting for open, this way people can watch it from both shower and short. So I'm gonna need at least 2 people or 1 person defending me around over here, watching both the sides, and 1 person watching U-hauls push. So while the smokes are still up, I get this bomb down, and we could all just retreat or just hold the line of sight, like this angle, or like watching this, if heaven's cleared out, watching these angles. Ideally, you're gonna want to take sight with these smokes, and someone's gonna want to get control of U-hauls. But that's for the first arrow on A. My second arrow is for around about the same execution. What you're gonna want to do is, this is for the second arrow. This is also an A execute. What you're gonna want to do is line up the corner of this ledge right here.
Revealing area.
Whoops. This ledge and the end of this light. You're gonna want to go to the second spike's corner and just do 1 charge. It's gonna land right here. This is good for exposing backside, because it does expose up to here and a little bit inside U-hauls. It does expose everything behind this vehicle on top. Let me shoot this again.
Revealing area.
As you can see, it does go further up to this point, and it is visible from this point, so it does expose people standing around here. So this actually is not exposed. If you're sitting close showers, if you're sitting over here, you're not exposed. Right, so what you're gonna actually have to worry about after smoking these off is probably just like the right corner. If anyone pushes through, if heaven can jump spot you. That's about it. This is a pretty safe execute. It's a great execute for A. And moving on to the next one. Let's say someone's playing up there and you hear a lot of people short. You're going to want to come up here, or bathrooms, my bad. You're going to want to come up here to this line. You're going to want to line yourself up around like this wall and this wall, so like half and half. You're going to want to come up to this wall, this line, upwards, right in the middle.
Revealing area.
1 bar shot, no bounce. It's gonna land right over here. So this is great because if someone's close to showers and they're holding it, let's say there's a smoke maybe, and there's like potentially 3 people in here, you hear a lot of footsteps. This arrow, let me shoot it again. This arrow is gonna
Revealing
expose,
area.
whoops, that's not the arrow. This
Revealing
arrow
area.
is gonna expose everything since it's visible from all angles. But the thing is, people inside showers are so unlikely to look up at that. It's so hidden and so it's just a very good arrow. People are not gonna expect it to be up there. People are probably gonna expect it to come inside through this doorway and maybe bounce twice. It's just an easy shot. You're only gonna get 1 tick off. It's gonna get all 3 ticks off and no one's gonna know where it is. And that is a perfect time to actually just peek, try and get a couple of picks. But yeah, that is it for A. There's no special lineup for a short. You can just do 1 bounce, full power around over
Revealing
here,
area.
and it just exposes everything back at short. You know, there's no really special lineup for this one. It does get behind them though, so they do not expect it since they're not looking up at the arrow like this. So that makes it a very good shot. And moving on to B. For my first lineup, this is for a B execute. My first lineup is you go up to this box. You line up this box's edge with the bottom of these 2 beams. So right in the middle. It doesn't have to be exact. It just should be very close. So what you're going to want to do is come to the arrow. This is not that scary of a shot. It's not inconsistent. It's not inaccurate. It's very easy to land. You're going to want to come to the bottom of this arrow. 1
Revealing
full
area.
bar, 1 full bounce. And where this is going to land is right on top on the corner of this ledge. This is a great arrow since if you're executing B, you're going to probably have a smoke here and here just to block off back of sight. And if this is blocked off, then they won't be able to see you from anything from back sight and back calls. So this is a great B execute. Get these smokes off with Brimstone or Omen. They have longer lasting smokes. And with this vision arrow up here, let me just shoot it over here so it's easier to see.
Revealing area.
With this vision arrow up here, it actually exposes everything, but not up to this corner or very close to that corner. It exposes close if they're trying to cheese it. It does not expose this corner, so you got to be careful. It does expose most of back of sight. So this is a very good execute, and it also exposes everything front of sight except if they're hugging this wall, which I don't know. Maybe people do play this angle, but it's just a weird off angle. Not something that someone consistently does. But that's 1 arrow for A executes. And if you do use this arrow too much, I recommend switching to this arrow, which I'm going to show you right now. This is the second lineup for an A or a B execute. My bad. You're going to want to line up this platform and this platform. So in the middle of this and go up to this ledge right here. Right here. You can do 1 charge,
Revealing area.
I mean 1 bar, no bounce. It's going to land right behind them. So on this ladder. So they are going to be exposed right here. Anything in front of sight, as you can see, it's all exposed since I am in line of sight with this bullet hole. The only thing I would not be able to see if someone sits here. This isn't that great of a spot if someone pushes long. Or if someone sits here, which also is a terrible spot since it's such an easy pick for whoever's in hookah. And this one's for whoever's in long. This is a good arrow too since it exposes back of sight. It does expose. I don't think it reaches over here, so you're gonna have to be careful long. And if you just get a smoke off over here and over here again, clear this area out, or get a smoke down here too, go for a quick plant, and it's pretty easy to take. And people watching the plant could also come back here to try and get a pick back sight. Okay, so this is my last lineup. This is if you're coming B long, you got a teammate here watching the push. You could take your crosshair, line it up with the end of this wooden pole sticking out of the first wooden pole sticking out. You go straight up. You want to line it up with this roof and this pole. Do you want to bring it up? Right around here.
Revealing
Take
area.
a 1 bar, no bounce shot, and it will land right over there. It does vary actually, so if you bring it a little higher, it will land on this wall, but this is essentially the same shot as the one from A. Exposes everything from here to back sight to close to front of sight. It's a very good arrow to land around over here. So just get a smoke down over here. It's basically the same execution. Get a plant down, plant for long, plant for open, plant for hookah. It doesn't really matter as long as your teammates play around it. But yeah, get 2 smokes down here. These are the 2 most essential smokes. So if you only have 2 smokes, these are the smokes to put down. You get a plant down easily. Watch for pushers. And yeah, the lineups I showed today are very unique, and I found them all myself. So no one else is gonna know about this until you've watched or they've watched this video. No one else is gonna know where they are since they're in very unique spots, like right above them. It's gonna be on top of the roof, like over here. No one's gonna know about that. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you want some more retake videos or retake arrows. Let me know which map I should do next, since I do plan on doing all 3. Hope you guys enjoyed learning about these lineups as much as I did. It did take me a couple hours to figure out, so please, if you liked it, leave a like down below, leave a comment. It'll help me out a lot, and please subscribe. And thanks for watching.